I'm not taking
You
any
can do
home.
that, but I'm gonna do this.
All right, so this is,
Thank you for setting up that classroom thing.
Yeah. Oh,
That
yeah.
makes it so much
Yeah.
easier for
Yes,
me
yes.
to watch.
yeah, okay.
I have
I'm
loved
glad to
it
hear
this
it
week.
because
Yeah.
there's just a couple
Yeah,
things.
tap here,
And I'm
tap here, and
dumb
there
with
it
the
is.
computer, but I'm able to find stuff and
Mhm.
I can
I
do it on my
forgot how to get
iPad.
on.
Otherwise, I can go in the computer room and Scott's watching TV. So this has just been nice. Thank
Uh-huh,
you.
well, yeah, thank you, because
So
it's
you
super
might
helpful for
have
me.
to go over it for a slow. Or new.
Yeah.
You can put it on your phone. too.
All right, so
Yes, it's
we'll
on time.
do this
Yeah.
little question first, and then we'll go to Google Classroom, and just kind of give a quick overview of that. It's great. So this is the part that you were,
Yeah, they.
הנה הנשים האלה, מי הוא שמו דוד.
7, 8, we had 8, 9.
Eight,
Nine.
10.
Oh,
Oh, this is 9, isn't it?
Yes, but I did 8. She says it so many different ways that I was confused.
so I'm gonna put it at the 0.75 playback speed, just so that it's a little bit slower. Oh, you need to learn how to do that?
No, I know how
Oh.
to do it, I just need to do it, yeah.
Yeah.
Do that every time.
All right, so
I just back it up.
שמו גוליית,
Shmo,
Shimo,
is
that's
a
he,
man,
that's man.
well,
Shimo is man.
Mo
Shmo
would be
his name.
his name.
Look
His
at her-
name.
Look at her
His,
purple
his.
fingernails, she usually has orange.
הנה
If you want some, pay attention to which color she has each week, and it's interesting. No, it really is interesting. I'm not just
Shmo means what, his name? Bright orange.
Shmo, his name.
Yes, his name.
So
His name.
who, right? Who means he,
He.
and so you're going shmo. So shem,
Uh-huh.
and then o, putting that o from who in there. Yeah, it's kind of confusing, but shmo.
הנה הנשים
The Hanashim Hele. It's like a.
הנה הנשים
Hine
Nay.
ha nashim.
All right, what does nay mean?
Hine means here is.
Oh.
Here.
Hine, phone. Hine, close. I don't know what phone is.
Yeah, he nay.
Here.
Hine,
Cause I didn't have
Here.
it
He
all
nay.
the time.
Is it
Here.
here?
Here.
His?
yeah, here is.
Or
He
his?
nay.
Here's.
It's just like, hey, look,
He
Hine.
nay. He nay.
Nay.
Hine.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
look,
he is
here
like-
it is.
She, right?
He-
Yes,
is
but
this
not
a
in,
different
so this is
meaning?
just one word, just hine.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, it's a totally different one that she kind of slips in.
okay.
Hine. Ha nashim. Ha, the,
The-
nashim, women. Hine, hanashim,
נשים האלה,
ha'ele. So ha, the article continues on the words. Ele, what does that mean?
They. them,
These.
These. Okay.
So we have ze, zot, and ele. Ele for the plural.
Okay, give me the whole sentence. A.
Hine,
Hine.
ha,
Ha.
nashim,
Nashim. Ha. Na.
ha'ele,
Ha.
She. What's the last one, Ele?
ele.
Ele.
Hine, hanashim, ha'ele, these women.
מי הנה
Me means who. So
Me is.
how do we say what? Ma. How do we say who? Me.
Oh,
Ma, me. So all of the interrogatives, like who, what, when, where, why, they all start with the m sound. So ma, me, me. So me, who, or what did it didn't say me who. What
הנשים האלה, מי הנה
me henna. So what's henna?
well, they.
Those women.
Those women.
Or just they, but in the feminine.
And how do you
Right.
pronounce it, Elena? Henna.
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 Yep.
Okay, so word for word, go again.
Yeah.
So,
Hine.
Hine, it's like, look here,
Uh-huh.
Hine,
Hanashim, ha'ele, these
The-
women.
uh-huh.
And that's just the end of the sentence. there.
Okay,
Hine, hanashim ha'ele, behold these women.
okay. And
So
then they say-
hine would be behold in a scriptural context, a lot of times, behold, or look, lo,
Hine.
hine, no, he,
Hine.
Oh,
hine means behold, look, look here,
Hine.
hine.
So when you were
Mhm.
watching this, you were seeing this happen, were you confused?
Oh, yeah, the first time, for sure. I was
When
just-
she drew all like,
You'd be surprised how many times that I'm like, oh, am I ever gonna get this? Yeah. So hine, hanashim ha'ele, behold these women. And then
Okay.
it goes to ma henna? No, mi henna.
me,
That's, was there a word before that though?
Yeah, there's.
Just a second.
me henna.
האלה. מי הנה?
Okay, it just goes straight to mi
Yeah.
henna. So who are they? Mi henna, who are they? So what's the masculine equivalent of henna?
He who,
Him,
Hem,
okay.
hem, henna.
Oh, who is for one,
Yeah, and you're just specifically going to he.
okay.
He, who, and then she, he.
okay.
It's not confusing at all.
Say that, okay, so me henna,
Mi henna means who are they
okay,
in the feminine.
and then.
So if
him,
you were to say who are they masculine, you would say me, him, him,
Him.
him, okay.
me, him.
We've heard that one.
Okay, and then she doesn't say anything.
Not
after
yet.
that? Okay,
But we're
just
getting there.
wait.
שם האישה הזאת.
That's the whole.
Shem,
Okay.
Haisha,
Shem.
Hazot, if you want to write that down.
So.
Shem.
It's just like the
Name,
name, right?
Shem Ha-Isha, the name of the woman, Hazot. Explain that to
Shem,
me.
Haisha, Hazot.
Is her.
Why did they add that?
Yeah, why do we have to
Hazot.
have the soap?
Is that just?
I don't like it.
I don't like it.
Him,
So
I'm like, it's too redundant.
it is until you get used to it, and then it just makes sense.
Okay,
And you wonder why English doesn't do it.
okay.
Shem,
What?
Shem,
Name.
is that
Husband.
name?
Yeah, so let's get it written down first, just a second.
what is it?
Shem, Ha-Isha,
Hazot.
Hazot. Shem, Ha-Isha, Hazot.
Name the
So
woman,
ha, you're doing the
The-
article in front of both of the words,
name the woman, the,
these,
her,
Uh,
these,
woman.
or,
Zot.
zot, this.
This.
So in
Okay.
other words, it's the name of this woman
The,
is,
the this.
Now, how's that
yeah, the this.
So Shem
Just said
means name,
Name,
Shem is name,
Woman.
name the woman, the
The
this.
This.
Oh,
That's the direct
in other
translation.
words, mhm.
Mhm. Name the woman, the
Yes.
this.
In other words, this is the woman's name.
Mhm. This is the woman's name. So
Okay.
if you have a noun and you
Which
have
is
an
totally backwards.
adjective or any kind of describing thing that relates directly to the person, the article has to stay on all of the
I
succeeding words.
noticed that she, yeah.
So even if you had three words, so
Still say,
mhm, you would have ha-ish hazeh hagadol. Ha-ish hazeh hagadol. You put ha in front of all of it. So that you know exactly what they refer to.
I did notice that when she says Harosh, sometimes she says just har, not hahar.
Oh, uh-huh.
Is that normal? Harosh har?
No, in that one, so she would just say rosh hahar,
So maybe I didn't hear the extra. ha.
but there might be a different sentence
Rosh ha.
structure that she says prior to that where she would put the ha in there. But if you're just saying the top of the mountain, the head of the
Uh-huh,
mountain, you would just say rosh hahar
Okay,
typically. But if there's something more in the sentence, you could say harosh hahar.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that makes it really interesting when we're diving into a biblical
she was
context.
saying ral, or ral.
Hal,
Yeah, she
Well,
kind
Ral,
of.
ral har.
Al Chahar.
All.
She does put the
AL, but she's all, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh, no, yeah, there is a
There's
version
one
of that where
she didn't
it's
say
Al
that.
Chahar.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's on.
On
Right.
mountain, yeah.
yeah, yeah, and
So-
she didn't say the
There's sometimes with prepositions, so all
Uh-huh.
and be or ba, the in, sometimes
Oh,
you
yeah.
leave off the article,
Yeah,
which
'cause
is
a
a
lot of-
weird thing.
Yeah, because a lot of times with ba, they don't say,
Yeah, babait, you
Yeah.
don't say
Babait.
bahabait
yeah,
typically.
Yeah.
There would be a couple exceptions when you would, but for the most part, with those two prepositions, you leave off the additional article
okay.
because of redundancy. But anyway.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. That's gonna be like really confusing, sorry, right off the bat. But, so with something that's really interesting, when we start getting into the text of the Bible, this is gonna play a key role because in English, it's kind of ambiguous. What does that apply to?
Yeah.
In Hebrew, the article defines it and says that adjective applies to this person, kind of a thing, and it makes a lot of the King James translations incorrect.
Really?
They're,
Because they're applying the
misapplying.
article to something else.
yeah, they're
Huh.
not, they didn't know that grammar rule before they started translating it, so it just threw off a whole bunch of stuff.
And they taught this in the school of the prophets.
So
Yeah, we don't know like verbatim all of their Hebrew
they didn't have
lessons,
videos.
but they were taught by a full-fledged rabbi that knew the Hebrew, so.
Oh, really? They brought in a rabbi?
Mhm.
That's so cool.
If we have his name and we have the book that they taught
Should
from,
we
but,
bring in a rabbi?
yeah, that's what, like, we're gonna be going, doing field trips over to Pocatello with and stuff, and,
Yeah, yeah.
but we'll get a little bit more conversant before, because we're gonna be like, now, what are you learning? We haven't learned diddly squat. But yeah, so yeah, where are we
Hey,
at? in
I'm-
this one?
Wondering what the name is.
Yeah,
Name the woman is the this.
Okay.
Root.
This is
Root.
root is root.
שם האישה הזאת רות. שמה רות.
Yeah,
spaces are.
I like it better when she just says Shema root.
Yes, it makes it easier.
So the Shem HaIsha
Isha Hazot
Hazot root.
Ruth. So the name of this woman is Ruth. Her name, Ruth.
Shem or
Shema.
Shema.
Ruth. Shema with that, you have to aspirate at the end. Shema, or Shema,
I forgot.
Shema. So Shem
Name.
is name, and so you gotta, you parse it at the end. Shema means her name, Ruth.
Okay.
Shema, Ruth. Ruth,
Shmuel was gonna say Mishma is his.
her name. Uh-huh.
But really, it's name her.
Yeah.
I mean,
Uh-huh, if you're doing a literal
Yeah.
translation, yep.
ושם האישה הזאת
The Shem HaIsha Hazot. So, and the name of this woman,
נעמי. שמה נעמי.
so you hear her aspirate at the end?
Yeah.
Shema, Shema, Noami.
So there should be Shema with an A.
You're not gonna wanna guttural it, but you do wanna aspirate. Uh-huh.
But if you put an H after it, you're more likely
Yeah.
to
Or
say.
Shema. Shema.
So when that's spelled, it has a H at the end.
Uh-huh. It has a hey,
Mhm.
not a het. Because that's a common mispronunciation. Shema.
Okay,
But you wouldn't do Shema,
okay.
you'd do Shema.
So Leah is an H.
Leah,
Leah.
Leah. Yeah, you aspirate at the end. There's something else I was gonna say with that one. What was it? Noami, Noami. So Naomi. So we're just reversing the vowel sounds, right? Noami, Noami. Ruth, but Noami.
Okay, when you're done with this, I do have it.
שם האישה הזאת רות, ושם האישה הזאת נעמי. שמה רות ושמה נעמי.
bird. What are they called?
Like flannel boards or something like that?
Board
yeah.
characters, yeah.
Yeah,
All right,
need
that-
to invest in some of those. All right, so what's your question?
Okay, so when they were talking like Avraham, they have the two dots.
Mhm.
Why do they have that in the middle of his name?
Yep, it's about
Like,
syllable
is it-
structure.
And it's not like they pause there.
Mhm.
I don't know. I don't get it.
Yeah.
Is it a double?
It's,
It's just the single Shabbat, I think, but it's just to denote a syllable. And so,
okay.
yeah,
So,
so it's not always just a pause, sometimes it's just
right, it's at the
syllable.
B, I think, right?
Avraham. Avraham, so a slight pause, Avraham,
But
Avraham.
it's just that
Yeah,
syllable, right?
Avraham. Yeah, so if there's not a vowel, a lot of times they'll put that Shabbat just to denote a syllable. But yeah, we'll get lots of grammar as we get going along.
Yay.
So what we're doing with this approach is, so I've taught it a couple different ways. One of the times we just like dove into the grammar right off the bat, and then just talking to lots of different language coaches and different things or whatever, and they said, never ever do grammar first. Like, you have to focus on the phonemes before you can get the graphemes. So anyway, so that's what we're doing with this group, is trying to go, just listen for now. We'll worry about the grammar later. And so eventually, after like lesson 15 or something, we're gonna start over at lesson 1 and kind of work our way back through it just a little bit more advanced, but anyway. What was the other questions that we popped up? Classroom. Any other questions with like this video or any of the things in there before we leave that?
So is it common for them, I mean, because she said that, what, 3 different ways giving Ruth's name? So does she just do that so that we're prepared?
Mhm. To hear it all the
communicating?
different ways.
So what would be the normal way, or just off, if you were walking down the street, what would be the main way to say that?
To say what exactly?
Ruth.
Like her name is?
Yeah, her name is
Shema. Shema. Ruth.
smaller.
But if you're trying to say something else like, what is the name of that woman? Like if you're wanting to say that full English sentence, then you would say that, but, or if somebody asked you the question and you wanted to reiterate the question so that you clarified, you heard it right, you know, like
Okay.
if they asked you, what is the name of that woman? And you go, the name of that woman is, just to kind of
Gotcha, okay.
make sure you understood what the original question was, kind of thing.
It seems like in one of those places it threw in Nikiba too. Did,
Yes, they did.
Mhm.
and that's just feminine,
Feminine, yeah.
but he just threw that in too.
So when Nancy comes back next week, what are we gonna do?
She's gonna go,
Yeah,
We're gonna start from the first and go through.
but.
Yeah, so we've
he's
got-
Already
who
done
was it?
that.
Sister Clark
alphabet,
last
yes.
time.
Yes.
Sister Clark last time, and if you want to come and join in these classes and stuff,
Well,
like
there
we've
was
got a few
another
different,
lady one time too.
yeah. So there's quite a few that are kind of wanting to join, so we're gonna somewhat kind of reverse tracks and kind of play catch up a little bit. And Nancy, I mean, she's been gone for quite a few weeks and stuff, so if you're
But
gonna
she
join,
knows
now is
the-
gonna be a really good time
She
too.
knows more than she lets on. just
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah.
Well, you know her. She's smart.
So when can everybody see, or do I actually need to pop out of the way?
No.
No.
Okay. I'm moving around enough. So when you come to, it is classroom.google.com. And I'll share you a link
Oh,
for the
okay.
new ones. So, it'll pop up with the different classes that you're enrolled in. So, this is the in-person Hebrew. And so this is just the home page here. And, if you want to ask each other questions or ask me a question, whatever, this is kind of like a Facebook stream here. You would type it in here and be able to ask it.
So, in the other class on Zoom,
Uh-huh.
you know, we accessed it through the other portal. So do you have, cause I couldn't find the old
Videos
things,
and stuff.
yeah, videos. So how do I access the old ones that you have? Cause you're on what now? On that?
Yeah, so I've
So you-
transitioned everyone over to this.
Oh, okay, so I can see them
But
on
that,
here.
to ask the old ones and stuff, that would be through the Learning Zion site
Okay.
that I'd show you. But yes, as far as the,
Watch down. But
the
I want
virtual
to
one.
see The
Other
the
classes
other one, so I
on
just
the
go
Zoom
on this
site.
one.
so on
Classes.
Google here, we've got the in-person and we've got the virtual.
Okay, okay,
And so, you would have both of your assignments just side by side there.
okay.
So when you're in here, this is the place to interact with each other and with me and ask questions and stuff. But up here, there's a classwork tab. And in that classwork tab, it says our current week. So all of the Aleph with Beth videos are labeled lesson 1, lesson 2, lesson 3, but we are tackling them in kind of week structure. So in 1 week, we're kind of going back and kind of tackling one new lesson kind of thing. So there's going to be a different assignment for lots of different things. And these are the recommended structure, the recommended pace that Aleph with Beth puts out. So these due dates here aren't like hard and fast. That's just the recommended structure. The important thing is not to just binge it once a week, but to actually consistently put in at least 15 minutes a day. 30 if you can, but at least 15 minutes a day, and just try to speak it every single day, because that's when it's actually going to stay in your brain. If you just binge it once a week, like some of our virtual ones do, hopefully they don't hear that.
I know.
It doesn't stick from week to week because
Yeah,
you're just
It
binging.
doesn't. yeah.
You know, like if you're cramming for a test, like, yeah, you passed the test, but it
Right.
doesn't gain momentum.
So what is it, extra credit Roche? You would.
Uvetten uverkheim.
Oh,
Oh,
that's.
Rosh,
next.
uvetten
Oh,
uverkheim.
yeah. Oh. I should know that.
Uh-huh. So like there's the recommended structure, but then they've come out with some videos after they put together this structure that I thought like, oh, well, we're learning body parts. This is a fun song to put in there. So I label them as extra credit just so that you know that.
I wondered where that was.
But yeah.
The fun one, you can do it.
But yeah, so like the extra credit here in a couple of weeks will be the David song, which is amazing. And
Where's yours that you made?
it's on here as well, I
And it's
believe.
called? Is it called Old McDonald or? Noah?
La Navi Noach.
Oh, did you put all the past lessons on there too?
I haven't yet. I'm getting around.
Well, no
to
need.
it. But yeah, I'll
We'll
put,
just go for
all of our sessions will be on here as well. So like in any
Oh,
given week,
nice.
our recap session that we do here in
Mhm.
person will be there that you can go and watch it. But yeah, I need to just work it. It's not gonna happen this week because this is a crazy week, but I'm gonna get the past things on there as well as all of my worksheets and flashcards that I've created for all these groups. I'll get those on there as well,
Those will be really helpful.
as well as the calendar. I need to get the calendar on there.
Yeah.
I love
Thank
the
you.
flashcards. They help me to read the
Yeah,
Hebrew.
for sure.
Right, wasn't the calendar March was the busiest or was it April? That had everything.
April,
in
pretty much.
April. Okay.
April, October, don't give birth in October. Don't do anything in October. That's the Jewish month right there. Don't have a hot flash, just don't think about anything in October. What other kind of things before, because you're needing to leave? Oh, I thought you were backing up.
I kind of was. It's okay.
But yeah, trying to think of any other type of things.
Reading, yeah, we're gonna go over the reading.
Yeah, so let's do just a quick greeting, like, hi, how are you, kind of a thing, before you leave, so that we can kind of get that under our belt. If I want to start doing that, it's not in any of these lessons, but I think that that's a good extracurricular thing to bring in, because we're always wanting to like greet each other, right?
Mhm.
So shalom is hello and goodbye, just like aloha, right? Shalom. But to ask, how are you, is what is your peace?
Mhm.
What is your
Peace,
peace?
like peace or,
So like
Peace.
shalom,
okay.
yeah, so,
So why what? Why not? How is your peace?
yeah, just what is your peace?
Okay, what is your peace?
What is your peace?
What is your peace?
So we would say shalom, ma shalomcha,
Shalom.
ma shalomcha. The caveat is that's only for men.
Oh.
Ma shalomcha if you're talking to a man, ma shalom ha.
Which I'm saying,
Shalom.
I'm great.
Wait, shalom is peace too, right? What
Yeah.
what does it mean?
Yeah, so shalom means peace, so you're
Okay.
saying hello or peace,
Uh-huh.
and then you're saying, what is your peace?
Oh.
So do you use shalom again?
No, we'll talk about that in just a second.
Okay.
So the feminine, if you're talking to a woman and asking her, what is your peace? Ma shlomech, ma shlomech.
So what am I saying exactly?
What is your peace?
Shalom.
Shalom, so like peace, but you're parsing it.
Ha.
Ma shalom ha.
Boy.
Mhm.
Mashlom mech.
So if we were to greet Dale,
Okay.
that, gave our presentation and stuff, you would say ma shalom ha.
Shalom ha.
But if we were greeting Rabbi Sarah, we would say ma shalomech. Shalom, ma shalom ha.
Are they gonna have a reply for us, how they are?
Yeah, we'll get to it.
Okay.
How about that? That's a good one.
But yeah, so we're just ma shalom ha, ma shalomech.
And that was so emphatic.
Yeah. Ma shalom ha, ma shalomech. So,
But wait, ha means the.
ha,
This is a
yes,
different
but
ha?
like ha as in,
Shalom.
so
Okay.
The,
let's talk about our,
the,
Sorry, I won't ask.
Pronouns.
questions.
no, you're good. The pronouns. So ani,
Honey.
and then,
Oh.
we,
Nachnu.
anachnu. And then how do we say he and she?
Who and
he.
Who and he.
Yeah.
And so that's where it's the
Oh,
ha.
there's the, oh, okay,
So we're bringing in kind of an
okay.
H sound.
Right.
And then how do we say you, masculine?
Is
The.
at,
I just went
Oh.
blank.
ata, no, at, it is at.
At
No,
is feminine.
Oh, ata,
Ah, ata.
oh, that's right, ata.
Ata, hamor,
Uh-huh,
at, para,
yeah, okay.
right?
Mhm. All right, so say the two phrases again now.
Uh-huh. So ma shlom ha. So you're kind of taking the ata and doing shlom ha.
Ha, okay.
It's kind of interesting,
Yeah.
but that's how we parse
Yeah.
it. And then the mech is just kind of weird, but ma shlomech, ma shlomech, ma shlomech. So to that, you could respond good or bad. Tov, ra, tov, ra.
So if they say Rod, just give them a hug.
That's on the video somewhere.
Yep. Ma shlom ha. So it's common to respond good or bad, but also to say thank you. Thank you for asking kind of thing,
Okay.
right? So thank you is toda,
Toda.
toda. So Toda, but
Toda.
the D is kind of a TH sound, not so much a hard D. Toda.
Well, that's something in
That's like
Spanish, right?
Yeah.
Toda?
Yeah.
Toda.
That-
Let's
What does
go.
that mean?
Yeah, like total,
Okay.
todo esto, toda.
Toda.
Toda. So tov, toda. Uh-huh. So that would be a common thing.
Tov,
So
good.
I would say,
Oh,
ma
you
shlomech,
say,
tov, toda,
Toda.
tov, toda. So how would I say,
so my cousins who were raised in Africa and know African Pella, they say thank you and they say good. So
How
they
do they?
say thank you,
interesting,
and then they say whatever.
uh-huh.
So
Yeah, I would
it's
never think to
very
put that first, but
polite.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
thank you for asking. Whereas in English, I mean, we just don't even care. We ask it,
Yeah.
how are you?
I know.
Here, here.
They put us to shame.
Okay, say it one more time.
Mhm.
So you say shalom, mashlo, ha, no, mashlo,
Shalom ha.
shlom
Ma
ha,
shlomech.
and mashlom. So wait, shlom ha is one word together?
Mhm.
Shlom ha and shlom mech.
Mhm.
Shlomo, that's you.
Ma
Mhm.
shlom ha, ma shlomech.
Ma shlomcha, ma shlomech.
Ma
And she would say,
ha, ma shlomech.
Ta-da.
Torah.
And then thank you.
Tov,
And then thank you,
tov, toda,
Toda.
Tov toda.
tov,
So what'd you say
Oh,
before,
you-
thank you?
So you'd say
Tov.
Tov. Over it.
Tov.
tov,
Toda.
ah.
Good, thank you. Or fine, thanks.
Oh, toda.
Mhm. Tov toda. Now, on Ra, you might not say
thank you.
bad, thank you. I mean, you might, I mean, it's perfectly acceptable, but usually you give a different little answer there. But,
Bad you creep.
so how would you say, if I was wanting to say excellent? Like, try to think about how would you
Excellent.
take good and make it really?
Oh,
Me,
my-
oh.
Mayo.
Yeah.
But how does
Tov
she say
me'od,
beautiful?
toda.
Oh, how does she say beautiful?
Yafe.
Yafe meod, maybe. No, is that too much? Is that yelling really?
Yafe means beautiful.
Yafe would be more be beautiful. So, I mean, like, if you can say you're beautiful. Yeah, yeah, I've never heard that yet from any Hebrew speaker, but I don't see why you wouldn't. Yafe, how are you doing?
Really good.
What's your piece? Beautiful. Ma shlomcha, ma shlomech.
Ma shlom ha.
What do you say, mayo first or second?
Tov me'od.
Here,
First.
I'm
Tov
gonna
me'od.
record you saying it so I can practice.
Mhm.
Here we go.
So do you interact with them like this when you see them?
Or Rob.
No,
I've started to. I didn't at the beginning because it's not part of, so in the alphabet, they're organized in order. So the most common words in the Bible are in lesson 1 and then lesson 2 and kind of goes on there. And you don't get a lot of people in the Bible saying, what's your piece? I mean, a few times, but it's
Or thank
definitely
you.
not, it's not in the first 40. So,
Okay, say it one more time. Wait.
there you go.
But if we practice on each other, you know,
Yeah.
maybe it'll get.
That's why
so
I'm here,
It's,
so that we get.
feels natural.
Oh my gosh, I can't do this. Never mind.
It's always fine. If you find it.
I don't
you
know
can-
how to work it.
So,
We'll say it without her recording. Oh.
Ma shlomcha is to a man, masculine. Ma shlomech is to a woman. Shalom, ma shlomcha. Shalom, ma shlomech. Tov meod. Toda. Or ra.
Thank you.
You know,
Shalom.
ma shlomcha. Shalom, shalom. So shalom, you're kind of, you're getting rid of that ah and just going shlomech or shlomcha. Yep. So let's learn just 2 extra words here. I mean, we're probably gonna do a few more, but time, so we got another half hour. So, let's do English and Hebrew, like I speak English, I speak Hebrew kind of thing.
Oh, yeah.
So Hebrew is Ivrit. 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 You're doing an R in the back of your throat. Ivrit.
How do you spell it?
But if you did a Mexican trill R, they'd understand you. Ivrit. So R-I-T, I-V-R-I-T. Ivrit. Ivrit. Ivrit.
Wait, and what are we saying?
That means Hebrew, like the language
Oh,
of
okay,
Hebrew.
okay.
Say it again.
Getting a hairball or something. Oh, that's,
Like
yeah.
Spanish.
There's a lot of words where you have the hairball.
Francis.
I never thought of doing an R, rolled R in the back of my throat.
Yeah,
What is
so
that?
there's the 2 different R's in Hebrew. So you have that.
But is that the I one, the
Yeah, you do the
IS,
IVRIT.
like,
No,
that you use like for eyes?
so that's gonna be the ayin, which is a guttural stop
Uh-huh.
versus the trilled R in the back of your throat. It's a different sound.
So is it IVRIT or EVRIT?
When you're transliterating from Hebrew, they always use the I. Ivrit, Ivrit,
So what do you suppose it came from?
E. Like in Spanish, right? E is an I, it's not a letter E.
Okay,
We
but
don't do the long sounds.
Ivrit.
Ivrit.
Cause I have no frame of reference.
Yeah, it's kind of an
Kind
interesting
of-
one, but you can write it however you want, so, but when you see it, an English version of the Hebrew word, you're gonna see it with the I. Ivrit, 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 and,
It's almost like.
oh, that's what
French.
the one was, cause remember, like I gave that diatribe last week on like Eve's name is not Eve, it's
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Chava,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Chava. And it was such an interesting one from Dave Butler or whatever. He gave the whole etymology of Chava and how because of the
You mean it
articles,
roots
the
in-
ha, no. It's a podcast that we listen to. Because of the article ha, that it makes so much sense with that word and what that means and everything. So
Tell us.
Really?
no, I'm gonna let you listen.
Okay,
Probably because I can
It's
remember it off the top of my
interesting
head.
Because he brings Hebrew into what he's talking about.
He's
all
an
the time.
excellent one. Oh,
And so
Yeah,
are
we
the
should
ones
listen
he's
to that.
talking to are very
What's his name?
familiar with.
yeah, Dave Butler. Well, that's one of the book clubs that we really should do soon.
Yeah.
It's a good one. Plain and Precious Things. But
But,
anyway, I digress. Back to Ivrit, Ivrit. Now English, Anglit, Anglit,
Sounds easier to say.
Anglit,
and that is Angleterre in
Anglais.
French. is
Angleterre.
English.
That makes sense.
Well, my,
Gleek,
my,
like-
my.
Like, it's like England, but on Greek.
Yeah, yeah. My grandpa knew seven,
With
that
the
he
T.
talked.
All of the languages end in a T.
Oh.
Anglit, Ivrit.
Anglais.
I don't know the other ones, but I know that they all.
Because what's English?
Anglit,
So if you say,
Anglit.
English.
I
Anglit.
speak Anglit, how do you say that?
Masculine or feminine?
Ani,
אני מדברת עברית.
who you lost me, okay, how do you,
אני.
okay, how do you spell?
So the
No.
verb for to speak is מדבר, מדבר. But if you're feminine, saying I speak, מדברת,
Ani,
מדברת, אני מדברת אנגלית.
Anglit.
אני מדברת ברת
And they would
Anglit.
understand, I only, how do you say only speak?
I think they would.
But you could say,
Me?
I only speak a little Hebrew.
Okay,
אני מדברת קצת עברית.
קצת.
קצת עברית.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna do that, cause.
I'll run and get it.
But a common thing for English, it's not grammatically correct or anything, but if somebody's like speaking to you too quickly or whatever, you're just like, kitzat, kitzat, kitzat.
Too much.
Yes,
French
I only know
say
little.
un peu.
Un peu,
I speak. Un peu.
un peu.
It's that,
Kitzat,
it's that.
kitzat.
Okay, so,
Mhm.
shalom,
Shalom.
ma, can't remember it, shlama,
Shlomcha.
shlamha,
Shlomcha.
shlomha,
Shlomcha.
And he says,
shalom,
you say-
ma shlomha, shalom,
and
ma
he says,
shalom,
oh, me, oh,
Tov ve'avodah.
Judah.
shlomech, shlomech,
Shlomech.
shalom,
What's
ma
the
shlomech.
Toda is thank you.
I'd say
So
Ra, me, ode.
Toda Rabba. Thank you very
Toda.
much. Toda, toda. Toda is always gonna be thank you. Toda,
So the accent is on the second.
toda.
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 Shalom.
מה שלומך? שלום, מה שלומך? שלום, מה שלומך? טוב, תודה.
And then you added something after that. Just a minute ago.
Yeah.
Something with the R.
Oh, that was I
Tolava.
speak, that was
Yeah,
I
what's that?
speak.
Raba is like very much. So like, thank you very much.
Oh,
Tolava.
no,
Raba.
Right.
Is that yours?
Yes.
Raba.
Okay.
Tolava.
On that one, that.
So like,
Raba.
if you're after a Shabbat service and you're saying thank you to Rabbi Sarah, Toda Raba. Toda Raba, thank you very much. Or thank you for everything. Thank you for everything.
I'll write it on my hand.
Better. Yeah. Toda Raba.
We're all just gonna look at Cameron. Just focus on it.
Speak for us.
Something to say to
Ani Aro. But yeah,
When
And
are we
so-
going next?
March.
15th,
15th?
Yeah,
on the 15th.
On this Friday.
guys, I canceled something else. I'm super excited.
Yeah.
Friday.
Oh, yeah, so it's not this Friday, but next Friday,
Where are you going?
over to Pocatello's Shabbat service.
Oh.
So there is a rabbi in Twin, but he doesn't have like a congregation or a service or anything. But Pocatello does, and so we're
Why
headed over
doesn't he
there.
have one?
There's just not anybody
No,
in Twin,
not Jews.
And he's more, what do you call it?
more Orthodox,
Oh, more
and the
Orthodox.
Pocatello's Reform, but
Oh,
yeah, there hasn't ever been one organized there. Pocatello has been the hub for Jewish Shabbat services. So like even like Rexburg comes down to Pocatello kind of a thing. So I mean, it's just kind of the little hub there.
They're so.
And they're
friendly.
not gonna have food, huh?
Not on the 15th. I would have bring food, but they're gonna handle an egg after. So I mean, you're gonna have your bread and wine and then people can bring treats for it.
And they have juice.
Yeah,
I'm
they'll
gonna
they'll
say,
have
is it
to.
wine or just grape juice?
Yeah, they have
wine.
all of
I thought you said they have Jews.
them. Yeah.
How interesting.
They really are reformed.
Yeah, but. Yeah. So,
They won't quite know how to deal with that. stuff.
So does it make you wanna come back?
I was right in the beginning, this is way scary.
yeah, languages, and you're diving in
Well,
kind of right in the.
Yeah, that one, it'll make, yeah.
Yeah.
Just watch the videos, you'll be fine.
Yo no hablo en español.
But I have to
Tengo-
go, I started
tengo-
back with number one and just started watching
Yeah.
again.
Classes is
I'm
actually
making
the last
flashcards,
week.
so I can look at
This
it.
is not my.
When I have, you know, I
Nice
put those
strong
ones
point.
up on my wall.
Yeah.
I have that,
Right over here though.
so I can, every time I'm sitting at the table, I can look at
Yeah.
what's the room and.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the only way we're gonna learn.
Mhm.
So what else would you guys like to do with our last like 15 so minutes or like alphabet? What, do you want to take a quiz?
I want you to show us how to,
Oh,
Never mind,
well,
never mind.
it sounds
Just-
interesting.
like, show us how to write with the ballpoint, like what she was doing in the video. I'm
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
oh.
she just goes
Yeah.
to town.
So, I mean, we can do it after class, after we do whatever they're doing.
No, it's good now.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Shalom.
See you again.
Nice to meet
you.
If you don't come back, you'll miss a good time.
Nothing else.
We'll still invite you to all of our parties.
And you're gonna send her a link to Learning Zion?
Mhm.
Thank you.
You have.
Let me get-
Let me out of here.
I would, I would.
Wait, what's learning Zion?
That's what I kind of thinking.
That's his main
out here.
site, and all the classes that we've done
Zoom
are on there.
site.
I've been telling Scott.
Like we've
Um,
done, like this book that she
Or
had
we
here.
go on meeting the
We
man, I
did,
wanna find out what,
a
how to
class
say
on
my,
lectures on faith.
my man.
With a group on
How do you say
Zoom.
my in Hebrew, my? Like my man. I've been calling my husband all week, hashish. Hashish. I
like them.
So I need to just
No,
correct
wait,
it, so how would you say my man?
Smoke.
Aish,
Aish.
is that right, the man?
I was raised in the seventies. Hashishes.
Just like, why am my brain blanking on what is mine? I don't know,
You'd
give me a
say-
second.
Maybe there isn't such a thing, my man.
Oh, no, there is.
Yeah,
Like,
you'd say Ish
what is it?
Jalen, right? That's Jalen's husband. You're my husband.
Mine, yeah.
I don't know.
I just have certain words I throughout the week, I just, every once in a while have to say different things.
I address my cats, and they're two boys, and I call them Catuline.
Yeah. But I mean, you could correctly say like Ish Gilin or Jilin.
Jilin.
Lynn,
Don't know
whatever.
why I have.
That's
I have
fine.
that. Gilin, I always,
Jalen.
did I know a Galen when I was growing up or something? Cause I always want to call you Galen.
Yeah.
But anyway, Jilin. But you could say Ish Jilin. So, because like, Eshet
So
Avraham.
that'd be like my husband.
Mhm. But that, I mean, very proper, but let me look at it another way. Just a
Ish
second.
Jilin. So
I
I've got
like
to
that.
learn some of
Ownership. It's showing ownership.
I like that picture, hashish. I thought that was cool.
Oh, Shalit, yes.
Shalit.
Shalit, mine.
Shalit. Is that how you'd say it, or Ish?
Shalit Ish.
What is that?
Shalit Ish.
Shalit.
Ish.
I've
Or
seen
you could-
that.
It would be more proper to say it that.
Ish.
Ish Shalit. Ish Shalit, man mine.
Haven't we seen it in Naphtali?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's-
Okay.
Why didn't I hear that?
Shalish, Shalish.
No, Ish
Ish,
Shali. Shell, like a shell.
Shell,
E.
okay.
Shell E.
Ish. Shalit.
Ish Shali would be man mine. And that'd be.
Ish
more proper.
Shali.
Ish Shali.
Ish. okay.
Ish on the end.
And
Ish
mine.
Shalish.
No, just Ish Shali.
Shali.
Mhm.
Ish, Shali.
That means my man.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's so funny. I like that.
I love it. Oh, and you're going to do golf.
I'm gonna do that.
Ish Shali.
If that don't rev you in, I don't know what is.
That part you won't know what it means.
They give him a kiss.
And you go, that is the last time.
You're going to Hebrew. I don't know what kind of.
Back.
Okay, so, what's, like, just go through all the letters.
Yeah,
that we
I
know
just
so far?
wanna see how you write it, not in calligraphy, cause like looking at this, I wouldn't know how to, I mean, you can guess
It's
how to
hard
write
to
it,
get the
but.
little
Mhm.
But so
thingies.
many of them kind of look this, you know, like the
Well,
one
the
we
two that
did,
she drew look like each other.
yeah, the R and the D.
D,
Look the same,
Mhm.
and luckily she showed that one,
Yeah,
but
And when you see it in different script,
it
and
looks
you're
different,
yeah, and you're like, oh my gosh, what is that?
yeah.
And then it has the Sophie, you know, the end final.
have you seen Dr. Seuss in Hebrew? Oh my
No,
gosh,
I,
it's the worst. They use the worst font. I mean,
oh my gosh.
yeah, I'm trying to teach a little kid that. But then, like, after looking at that and having such a hard time with different children's books, I look at American English and I'm like, we are so stupid.
Look at the
Why
fonts
don't
we
we-
have.
Why don't we all put the same fonts for little kids learning stuff?
Yeah.
This is so dumb.
Yeah,
Anyway,
look at the fonts that we have on our, and we
would
read it after a while,
Mhm.
so.
Yeah,
It just,
yeah, it's
After a
true.
while.
yeah,
But I.
Oh, you did.
but you're right, it's
I
should
did a
be
few, but I wanted
consistent.
to ask. him
All right,
about
so
it.
Aleph,
Yeah,
you're always gonna go from the left top to the bottom.
and isn't that weird, if they read right to left, why do they write left to right?
To not get ink on their hands.
Oh, really?
Oh, like you need that.
So now
Does it
you're
really
gonna
just
find,
look like an N when you're done? Okay, anyway.
no.
just go.
But,
No.
well, I guess it could.
Oh, you can put the little
That's
swirl
not more
on it.
questions.
Fine.
Yeah, actually, I've never thought it looked like an N, but yeah, it does. Okay, so you're gonna find the
But it's got a
midpoint,
toe. Mm-hmm.
the midpoint,
Uh-huh,
go up a little bit and come down. midpoint down a little bit and go up.
Oh, see,
On
I didn't go down a little bit and come up, I just kept.
Yeah, see, so I like this better where it's not like squiggly, you can just
Yeah,
straight lines.
Yep, but if you were doing it in the calligraphy, you would do the same thing, but just wiggle it.
and
So,
he's really good at this.
so you're gonna
wiggle.
come and go down. And you're gonna come to just below the midway and above the midway, then put a top hat.
Isn't that great? Someday.
But you're always gonna do the main base with all the letters. Draw the main base first and then draw the legs after.
Okay.
Do you have bits and stuff that you?
Yeah, I haven't done it for years though, so who knows?
But yeah, you're gonna need to learn how to do ballpoint because as you're writing things, you're
Yeah.
most likely just gonna
Well,
have
I'm
this.
figuring in normal life, that's what they use,
Yeah.
right?
Exactly. All right, Vav. Just go over just a little bit and straight down.
Okay.
Vav. But a yod is gonna be very similar. It's just a little right angle. Let's kind of go in order.
Mhm.
Aleph with bet.
Okay.
So it's just a box with
Mhm.
a tail
It's
out.
a hangman.
That is exactly what I was
You know,
thinking.
we can
Oh,
do
yeah.
this
Amen.
as he do
That's what we should
it.
do.
Do we have a,
Oh, here, I'll get it.
do you have any,
Go for it.
no,
I can
here,
write it real
let's,
small.
let's use the
Okay,
paper and the.
But make sure you use ballpoint because this is kind of bleeding through on the top.
Oh, okay.
It is.
Anybody else want?
You want me to go get a pen?
I'll just use my pencil.
I've practiced these a lot. So this is where we started when, with the.
All right, so Aleph.
No, I'll just watch him. for a
Okay,
minute.
no, you have to do it.
Well, then I need to get.
And you're probably really proficient. so.
No, I'm not, that's why.
Well, you know, calligraphy. See, my son went to Japan on his mission, so he can
Can do
just
those.
whip them out.
Wow.
He's amazing, but, it takes a long time, but this is very similar. Cause because these are from Japan, so they use them.
Okay,
Okay.
we go across.
So Aleph, we go left down to right at a 45-degree angle.
Okay.
And then you're gonna find the midpoint, go up and down at an angle, not straight down. You
Okay.
typically
Okay,
do
so
an
you
angle.
do the down first,
It really doesn't matter, but yeah, I always do.
and you have a little foot on it, huh?
Not typically in ballpoint, but you can. If you want. And then you go to the midpoint, go down a little bit and shoot up.
And is it okay to put the little hat, I mean,
But
Mhm.
you
You're more than welcome.
separated them along, I mean, see, I have them together,
Okay.
so,
So
you-
let's do a couple different
Oh, I
versions. So if we do an Aleph
Mhm.
and we just go straight from the midpoint, just ever so slightly, not. You could do that, but it looks more like an X, right?
It does.
And so the more you separate them, the more it becomes an Aleph.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, now I can see the N. I just didn't see it before.
Let's see how you do it.
Hold
She
this.
said,
Want a pen?
oh, by
Here,
the
no,
way,
no.
tell your husband.
I'll go get
thank
you a
for
pencil.
Doing those names.
Oh,
Oh my gosh, that was so nice of him
Sorry
to
about
do
that.
that. Make sure that he,
yes. I was telling
yeah, that was great.
you.
And I've got lots of worksheets on this that we'll do in future weeks.
Across more than
Okay.
this, right?
See, we give the names, I give the female names to Sandy Baumgartner. You know her?
Mhm.
She owns that, Nina.
Guess I can put over here.
Oh, no, you're good, sorry.
In Burley. Anyway, she does a lot of baptisms. for me.
Oh.
But she can't, sometimes I get male names and I can't
Yeah,
do it. So she hands them to the.
Do you want the pen or pencil?
I don't.
She's not gonna do it.
No, I went and got you something. Choose your poison there, girl.
Anyway, yeah, and so he was.
All right.
So in future weeks, I'll share my worksheets out.
Oh,
Yes.
good.
So these are ones that we've curated for
For some reason.
the.
Oh,
the things.
oh, that's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
So-
so, okay.
Here's the ballpoint, here's the Masoretic
Oh,
block,
yeah.
here's how you would write it in Torah, here's cursive, here's the pictograph and paleo.
Let's
Oh,
print
so maybe we
out
don't need to
one-
do this if we do that later.
Well, today we'll do this,
Okay,
but yeah,
that's
each week
awesome.
we'll start doing this.
Can you print it here?
what
yeah,
is,
we'll
okay,
start
what
doing
is paleo pictograph? What are all the
That's
different?
the,
So
fonts.
paleo is kind of like cave paintings.
Oh,
So the paleo Hebrew is gonna be like
Uh-huh.
cave painting Hebrew that's very obscure, kind of like real ancient.
uh-huh.
Pictograph is where it kind of translates into, and pictograph is like ancient Canaanite. So think when they're coming out of Egypt and into Canaan, that's what they were writing, was pictograph.
Hmm.
And then when
Which that
the,
looks like Book of Mormon stuff.
and then it comes
Yeah,
through
modern,
and eventually
Modern
morphs
cursive
into
Torah.
this,
Okay.
as. So like in like scrolls, like the Torah scroll, or Isaiah scroll, sorry,
Mhm.
you're having the Masoretic block with a heavy pictograph kind of influence into
Interesting.
it. So it's kind of in that transition thing. So we'll eventually get to those, but you know, we're just going through grade school and then we'll start
Okay,
getting more of it.
very cool.
All right, Olive. Bet is just 90 degrees. So you want your top to be just as long as your height. You want it to be
Okay.
kind of like a right
90
angle.
degrees.
Okay.
And then you lift up your pen and you come over to where this one starts
Oh, wow.
and draw and extend it out past.
Okay.
Bet. And if you wanted to put a ball in.
Even if it's a vet, they call it
Oh,
vet.
yeah.
Mhm.
And the ball does.
That makes
I've
sense.
noticed.
So hay would be our next one. Hay is going to be the same thing as bet started out to be. You want the top to be just as long as the, or tall, I don't know. They're the same length,
Yeah.
but instead of coming straight from that one, you're gonna come down and do that half leg,
Mhm.
Do you squiggle it?
not in ballpoint.
Hmm.
Yeah, if you're doing calligraphy, by all means, but with ballpoint, you're just doing blocks. Vav is our next one, Vav, just a little tiny bit and down. So the vertical line is going all the way from the top line to the baseline. You want it to go the entire length. Vav. Yod is just a little tiny bit up there. But on like a Hebrew keyboard or anything, they look very similar, so you just have to kind of pay attention to the length of their tail.
Huh?
And noon is very similar, it just puts this on it, right? So anyway. Bob's.
Wait, we haven't done noon, right?
No.
No.
But noon is, and with this one, I have also slides that show, okay, these are often confused for each other. Look at them side by side, practice them so
Oh,
that you don't
okay.
get them confused,
Oh, good.
because we're gonna see a lot of those.
Yeah.
Okay, so Sheen, this is the kind of hard one to draw.
Mm-hmm.
I always have a hard time with it. So I'm gonna show you the wrong way.
Which
Is-
is what I do.
So don't just come down like a block like this.
Okay.
You want to angle these two sides a little bit. So you want to come down, just kind of like a W does. But instead of coming straight up from the middle, you're gonna come from the left armpit,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
sheen,
Mhm.
or seen. So come down,
And if you
over,
put a
up.
dot, if you put a dagesh in it, would it be the first part or the
Do
second
you
one?
do the dot?
So the dagesh would go right here.
And the second part.
Mhm,
I mean, the first part, if you're going this way.
mhm.
Okay.
Yep. So if you get
It
a
means.
so sheen or sea.
Double.
So Isha has a double sheen, but that doubling dot. All right, and Tav. Tav is an interesting one. So we're coming over and down. You'll notice that most of them start off with that right angle, right? A lot of those blocks. All right, so we're not gonna do it right at it. We're gonna come back ever so slightly. And go down and put a toe.
Hmm. What's the other one that makes it south?
Tet,
Tit. So,
the teapot.
so. okay.
So Tav. Tav has to have this upper little thing here and the bottom toe.
Okay.
So you're gonna have the two little things there. But as you notice, with most of these things, we start off with our base right angle.
Mm-hmm.
Call it the Melchizedek square.
Mm-hmm.
The Melchizedek square, then, You have this.
Interesting.
and some Hebrews know it as the Melchizedek square.
I wonder if those people realize how similar our,
Religions are.
yeah.
But I mean, if you look at any painting or mosaic of Melchizedek, he has the mosaic square, the square that we have in our garment, right? I mean, that's the Melchizedek square.
Hmm.
But anyway, we start off with that a lot. So which ones? We have Bet that has it, Hay that has it, and Tav that has it. What are the letters for the second? We haven't done,
We haven't done.
oh, lesson 10.
No,
That's
no.
tomorrow's group is lesson 10.
No, we did lesson 10, didn't we?
We did lesson 7 was the first alphabet.
You're
Yeah.
doing 10 tomorrow, okay.
All right, tell,
I'm gonna
do 10.
try
to
because,
remember.
let's see, it was the.
Yep.
The R and the B's.
I don't know. Let's see.
I didn't look at.
The
ten.
R's like,
Oh, it's,
longer than the D.
and
The
it's,
D is,
and it's curved, right?
Rish.
Isn't the R curved?
Rish.
Right, yeah.
not in.
Yes, it
the
is.
bottom.
Rish, Rish. My dog is named Rish,
Oh,
and
cute.
so, yeah, but it curves, you're right.
Raish, and what's the
Raish.
D? Dalit.
No. So Rish is
Oh, and then
curved,
Mem.
you're right.
Yeah, and the two men.
So we are going to do Raish first, and Raish is just the Melchizedek square. But the-
Oh, okay, you can make it square and everything.
Yep,
But
Raish,
can't you round it a little? No,
not in this
not
one.
in that, okay.
Uh-huh. In a lot of fonts, you'll see it as this,
Yeah,
but.
and that's how she wrote it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, when she was on the video, she writes it like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, I
It's
would just do the
Very
Melchizedek square.
first one.
So this is very block
Okay,
versus, yeah, I need to look at hers. So.
Are you talking one of the videos that she's
on
writing?
10, yeah,
Oh, she writes?
she
on
just writes the
10?
difference between Raish and Dalit.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
She's
just
just
to
doing-
show,
okay.
yeah. And that's why I was like, wait, I need all of it, I need you to write all of these.
Mhm. And
Cause
then.
it looks different, you
so,
know?
Dalit, instead of doing the Melchizedek square, we just do a top line, lift our pen off the paper, and then come in just a little bit and go down.
Okay,
Oh, really?
Dalit,
okay,
Raish, Dalit.
so you just
Raish,
have a little
Dalit.
L on the side.
Mhm.
Uh-huh. Is that this long, like you do the R, or is that a little shorter?
But it's the same length, but you're just coming in to do your vertical line.
Oh,
Have you
goodness,
ever
I didn't
seen,
realize that.
the Gesh in the R?
No, never in a guttural. Yep, so you wouldn't have it in an Aleph or an Ayin or a
I've seen
Resh.
it in an olive.
Yeah,
I have.
yeah. show me.
Wait. Maybe it's a dog here.
Oh, yeah, oh, hold on.
That's, oh,
Mhm.
okay.
And then the mems is one for the square is for at the end of the sentence,
Mhm.
and the other one's at the beginning.
All right, so a mem in this block, so there's,
Yeah,
mem can look a lot of different ways.
Yes, and it's.
But a mem in this block, we're gonna go just the opposite of what an Aleph is. We're gonna go up, down, and under.
I like this one. Looks like a TV.
And then we're
I
gonna
was
put,
just gonna say that.
a little
It has a little place where you can
Okay.
go in.
mem,
Oh, and what's that, a little chimney or something?
Yeah,
mem.
I love it.
So mem, again, we're gonna go up, just like the opposite of the aleph, up, down, and then not complete the triangle, just go halfway, but then you're gonna put,
Oh, that's cool.
M for mountain.
And this is more of a right angle there.
But yeah, it could be either, I mean, it's. not
But when
too
you
particular.
see it, you pretty much know it's.
Yeah.
written.
But then if
Mem.
there's 5 different letters that when they appear at the end of a word, they take on a different form. They
Yeah.
basically drop their
Just
tail.
when you thought you got it,
Yep,
then
So-
they change shape.
this is mem,
Mhm.
and then this is mem sofit. So mem sofit, we're gonna do the Melchizedek square. And then again, with our top, we're gonna come in just ever so slightly. And do the block.
Finish it. Okay.
And that confuses me with the S.
So does Sophie
Yeah.
mean final?
Sofit
Okay.
means final,
Okay.
a final mem.
There's the M and the S, and what else looks like this? Is that it? That, just the M and the S?
Hmm.
It kind of sometimes gets
M,
confused for it.
M.
Uh,
Mostly that.
Where
is-
it gets hard, I feel like.
Like Samic, how do you,
Samach,
it's more of a round.
Yeah,
Samach in the block is just a circle,
oh, like this, kind
a
of.
circle with a little.
Yeah.
tail on the side.
Like just a little
Stomach.
line.
These advanced people.
Yeah.
That's just
So
because we.
for
learned
lesson
it
10, we have
first.
those 4 different letters.
Oh,
Resh, Dalet, Mem, Mem Sofit.
Okay. That helps, thank you.
Yeah. Anything else
I need
with
to practice.
alphabet?
I have, don't look at my writing, because I didn't do it
You're
right.
good.
How had the man, but when she did it on the video, she put the Yoda, so which is correct?
The yod.
Yoda, okay.
Yep. Haish.
So how do you know when to add all the little extra, the alephs that make no sound and
That
the.
just comes with practice. It's just kind of like in English, when we have the
Just
I
get
before you
used to it.
accept a proceed, you just,
Yeah.
there's certain grammar things that you just have to memorize it eventually.
And all of
to
a
it.
sudden you'll see like Abba,
Mhm.
right, Abba. Look at this.
Put me on the spot, huh?
I mean, and, okay, so. So there's 2 alephs. And no, and there was no, punctuation, or, what do they call it?
Nikud.
Nikud. There was no Nikud, it was just like olive and bet.
Mhm.
That was Abba. And I was like, I don't know what that is. Yeah, so. And I guess after a while, you just know. That's Abba.
Yeah. All right, so just a quick overview of that, of greetings, right?
Oh,
So-
yeah,
Shalom,
yeah.
ma shlomcha, ma shlomech. Shalom, ma shlomach, ma
I'm
shlomech.
gonna write it in my
טוב,
hand.
תודה. טוב מהיום.
Total.
What was my man?
Yeah, you need to learn how to write that. You can leave little notes.
In Hebrew, like Ahava.
Shelley,
What is that?
Ahava.
East Shelley,
East Shelley.
East Shelley.
East
my
Shelley.
man.
East Shelley. Oh, right here it is. My man, right? East Shelley. Oh, God.
You must be exhausted after the day. And then you come here, from all the way there. Oh my God.
All right, do you want Heather to Venmo you $30? You
Sure.
want me to bring it next time? Oh,
I
you just
I
did.
did, yeah.
So I'll stop by tomorrow.
The PM.
Oh, I got it from here, so